Hello students, today we are going to start with our new chapter, that is heat and temperature. All of you are very well familiar with these two words, heat and temperature. Now I'm going to tell you the definitions of heat and temperature. What is heat? Heat is a form of energy which can be transformed into other forms of energy. We have learned in the previous classes also that it is a form of energy and we can convert it into different forms of energy. Even it can be generated from other sources of energy also. Later on I'll give you the examples of this. So it can be transformed into another forms of energy like electrical energy, light energy and mechanical energy. Students, you know, when a body possesses heat, it becomes very hot. Take the example, when we have fever or when we have temperature, when we have fever, so our body becomes very hot. So the temperature of the body rises, due to which heat is generated in our body. On the other hand, when our body loses heat, it becomes cold. As soon as you take the medicine for fever, after some time the temperature comes down and your body start losing that heat and it becomes cold. Take one more example, when you play. When you play, after some time your body becomes cold. Why? Because when you play you spend energy, and when you spend energy your body loses temperature and it becomes cold. So heat is a form of energy that can be transformed into another sources of energy also. Next is temperature. Temperature, it is the degree of hotness of a body. How can we find out how much a body is hot or cold? So there must be a proper method for measuring the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. So the degree of hotness or coldness of a body is called its temperature. There are different units to measure the temperature. Take the example like we used to measure the mass in kilogram, grams, milligrams, etc. We measure the liquids in liters, centiliters, milliliters. In the same way, there are many units to measure the temperature also, like Celsius, which is represented as degree C, Kelvin is represented with K, and Fahrenheit, which is represented with degree F. The next topic is transformation of heat energy. Students, as I told you, the heat energy can be transformed into other sources of energy, or it can be generated from other sources of energy. Now take some common examples. A very common example is of steam engine. You know, steam engine runs with the coal. So here, when we burn the fuel, when we burn the coal, heat energy is produced, and that heat energy is transformed into mechanical energy. Due to that heat energy, the steam engine works. So this is a very common example where the heat energy is transformed into mechanical energy and which makes the steam engine to run. Second example is of the geysers. All of you have seen. Now here the heat energy is generated. When we switch on the plug, the electrical energy changes into the heat energy. The water gets heated as soon as you switch on the geysers. So electrical energy changes into heat energy. Third, rubbing of our palms. A very common example during the winters when our hands become very cold. We used to rub our hand during the winters. Why do we rub our hands? We rub our hand to produce energy, and when we rub our hands, they become hot. So here the mechanical energy of the hands is changed into the heat energy. Electrical bulb. We have seen as soon as we switch on the bulb, the heat energy, the electrical energy changes into the heat energy of the filament. You have read in class 6 that there is a filament present in the bulb which becomes heated when it gets electrical energy, and when the filaments become heated, then it gives us the light. So in geysers, if in the example of geyser, rubbing of our hand and an electrical bulb, the heat energy is being generated from other sources of energy. Whereas if we take the example of steam engine, here the heat energy is changed into mechanical energy. You all know that when we put fuel, petrol or diesel in our cars or scooters, they run. How do they run? The petrol or the diesel, they burn and they produces energy, due to which the scooters or the vehicles they run. So this is how the transformation of energy takes place. The heat energy get converted into another forms of energy, or the other forms, the heat energy can be generated from the other sources of energy. How to determine hotness? Students, if your mother keeps a glass of milk or water in front of you, how will you come to know whether the milk or the water is hot, cold, lukewarm, warm, or very hot? You will say simply by touching and feeling the glass. But do you know, sometimes the touching or the feeling may give you the wrong predictions. We cannot find out the exact temperature of the given material by just simply touching or feeling it. So there must be some proper method for measuring the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. I told you earlier also, the degree of hotness of a body is called its temperature. I also told you that when a body is heated, its temperature increases, and when we heat a body, many changes can also take place. Now I'm going to tell you the effects of heat on the material or the objects. Take a very common example, change of state. You have learned that when we take out ice from the refrigerator, see, the ice is melting and it starts changing into liquid. So this is the effect of heat on ice. When the ice gets heated, it changes into water. Now I've kept the water on the gas stove. You can see the water is boiling, and when the water is boiling, the water will change into vapors. Just try to see the vapors coming out of the water. So here now the liquid changes into gaseous state. In these two examples, you have seen that effect of heat can change a solid into a liquid or a liquid into a gas. And we know that these are reversible process, as the steam when gets heated can change into liquid, and if we will keep the liquid into refrigerator again, so it will change into solid. This is a very common example of heat on water. Next, effect of heat on the things. If heat can also bring about the chemical changes. A very common chemical change is the change of milk into curd. You have seen your mother, when your mother sets curd, what we have to do is we have to take some lukewarm milk and we put some curd in it to set the proper curd. So here the milk changes into curd, by the action of lactobacillus bacteria. So the lactobacillus bacteria changes milk into curd. This is what? This is a chemical change which occurs due to the effect of heat on milk. One more example of chemical change is cooking of food. These are the raw vegetables. Now, when we cook these raw vegetables, they will become cooked and we will eat that food. Now, can we get the raw vegetables back from this cooked food? No. Right? So, what kind of change is this? Cooking is also a chemical change which is brought due to the effect of heat on the raw food. You know that heat can burn substances like dry wood, petrol, diesel, and when these substances are burned, then they produce large amount of heat. So the substances that produces large amount of heat on burning are called the fuels. This is again an example of chemical change which is brought about by the effect of heat on the materials. Next, expansion and contraction. Students, you have learned this also in class 6. During summers, the telephone wires, they sag. Why do they sag? Because of the temperature. We know that there are many metals which expand on heating. So the wires, they sag due to the effect of heat on them. And during the winters, they contract. So the contraction and expansion are the effect of heat. Students, I hope you have understood the topics that I taught you. Now please watch the videos 3 to 4 times and read the topics again to clear all the topics.